What's up, YouTube? I'm Ace Palomero, Texas Realtor, proud son of the Rio Grande Valley, and aspiring rancher. Today's video is over the April 2024 housing data here in the Rio Grande Valley. We're going to be focusing on McAllen, Edinburg, Mission, and Far. Quick spoiler alert, the data is actually showing that seasonality here has been broken, and I'll show you when we dive into the actual data sets. So yeah, let's get this rolling. Quick side note, the high mortgage rates, they're here to stay for a little bit. So the Federal Reserve, they issued the FOMC statement, or the Federal Open Market Committee statement, earlier this month. And what they said is they're going to keep the Fed funds rate at 5.25% to 5.5% for like the time being. And to put it bluntly, it's because the unemployment numbers, they're still too low, and the inflation numbers are still too high. And even though all of us, like regular Americans, were feeling the pressure of the drastically increased cost of living, whether it's at the gas pump, grocery store, rent or mortgage, the numbers don't yet quite reflect what they need to in order for the Federal Reserve to lower the Fed funds rate, and therefore, lower the mortgage rates. So yeah, these 7.5 mortgage interest rates, they're here to stay for a while. And also, anyone like who's a real estate industry professional and they're trying to use like a small drop in the interest rates as a way to entice you to buy, they're just trying to make a sale. And like, yeah, sometimes they'll say things like, oh, they dropped 20 basis points. Dude, 20 basis points is only 0.2%. All right, let's jump into the numbers. So once again, set to McAllen, Edinburg, Mission, and Far. Price ranges, all price ranges. Put the property types for all types. Actually, that should be single family. So there we go. Property type, single family. Construction type is all construction, all sizes, all bedrooms, all baths. Let me just make sure it's the same for all the cities. All right. So for sale price, McAllen actually expected it went up month over month, but Edinburg, Mission, and Far, they all went down month over month. So yeah, from March to April 2024, Edinburg, Mission, Far, the median sale price went down, and that's actually against typical seasonality. That's what I meant when the seasonality of the housing market here in the RGV is actually breaking. But if we look at year-over-year data, Edinburg, Mission, they went up 6.2 and 5.1% respectively. McAllen did go down 2.4%. Far went down 4.6%. Let's go to number of new listings. All of them went up month over month, year over year. They also went up. So more inventory compared to both the previous month and the previous year. McAllen's up 14% year over year. Edinburgh's up 34% year over year. Mission's up 45% year over year. And Far is up 45% year over year. Total number of homes for sale. Mission went down. Far went down. Edinburg went up slightly. McAllen went up. And year over year, McAllen's up 16%, Edinburgh's up 55%, that's drastic. Mission's up 38%, Far's up 22%. So this is for the number of total homes for sale, for that month. Pending sale, so homes that went under contract but haven't closed yet. Or maybe they didn't close at all. All of them went up month over month except for Far, but year over year, they did all go up. So McAllen 28%, Edinburg 10%, Mission 6%, Far 5%. Now the sales that actually did close. Edinburg's down month over month. So is McAllen. Mission did go up, Far went down. But for year over year, McAllen actually did go up almost 5%, 4.9%. Edinburg went down 10.7%. Mission went down slightly, 1.7%. And Far went up 11.8%. Days on market. So besides Edinburg, which went down, so homes in Edinburg did sell faster from March to April 2024. The rest went up. But for year over year, all of them are staying on the market longer. So McAllen at 8.3% increase, Edinburg 10.3%, Mission 47.4%, and FAR 23.1% increase year over year. Finally, months of supply. So, looking at month over month, Mission, FAR, and McAllen all went down in months of supply for between March and April 2024. Edinburgh did go up slightly, but if we look at year over year data, all of them went up. So McAllen went up 29%. Now it's at 5.3 months of supply. Edinburgh went up 40%, 7 months of supply. So now it's in a buyer's market. Mission went up 37.3%, also 7 months of supply, buyer's market. And FAR went up 27.5% at 5.1 months of supply. So overall, especially if we're looking at year over year data, houses are staying on the market longer, so they're taking longer to sell. There's more inventory, and it seems like prices might be coming down. And Travis of Real Estate Mindset, his definition of a market crash regarding the housing market is a 20% drop from peak. And I do agree with that definition. So we'll see when peak was. If it's like 2023 or here in 2024, I think we'll know for sure by the end of August of this year. But my personal opinion is that we're going to be looking at 2024 the way we looked at 2007 back in the Great Recession. The purpose of this video, the purpose of this channel is not to scare anybody or to push an agenda like some weenie in my comment section accused me of earlier. It's to remind everybody to use the data to help yourself make an informed decision. Also, keep your emotions in check. Don't fall for the FOMO. There's a lot of rather unscrupulous individuals in my industry who will say whatever it takes to push anybody and everybody to buy a house regardless of their financial situation, regardless of their personal goals. But yeah, you just need to make sure you use the data. Make sure you check that data, vet it, especially depending on the source. Like Zillow's alright. Zillow's the Wikipedia of real estate data, but it's a good starting point. Other realtors, other loan officers, other industry professionals, other content creators, good amount of them are good, but still you should vet them out. Don't just believe what random people on the internet say. You should vet all of us. And if you do base any financial decision on what random people on the internet say, then unfortunately you deserve what you get. Like you gotta vet things. Other than that, I hope you found something in this video either entertaining or useful or educational. Bye.